Hello, I am Susan Baumgaertel, and welcome to Navigating Your Health with myMDadvocate, Episode 5. I have cancer. Now what? The diagnosis of cancer can immediately cause a deer in the headlights response. A frozen mind, you can't process facts, a memory that won't retain new information like a sieve, a sensation of the carpet being yanked from beneath your feet, and just dozens of other responses, obviously based on what the cancer type is and what the stage is. So it can feel overwhelming at the very least. I'd like you to think about some of your immediate needs when you hear that word, you have cancer. Beyond the multidisciplinary medical team, you still need a partner on this journey. You need an extra pair of eyeballs reviewing labs and test results. You want ideas on how your loved ones can better understand what you're going through and how to communicate your needs. You need support in many different ways. That's an understatement. You need someone to listen to you and to hear you. You need suggestions on how to regain control. So what comes next? How do you start to navigate? I was going to talk about different systems that are all interconnected, going into details about the medical system. It's so complex. There's so many moving parts, so many different roles. Your physical status, your general health, other medical problems you might have apart from cancer. Your mental health, anxiety, depression, PTSD, there's a laundry list. I was going to talk about families and friends and relationships to people around you. Relationships already might be challenging, right? And you get kids involved and parents involved, and there's long distance and isolation. A lot of dynamics there. I was going to refer to your job, your community, things around you that are integral to your day-to-day, and thinking about leave of absences or medical, FMLA, or just kind of work roles, or even privacy. Who needs to know? How do you share? Who do you tell? I was going to talk about just your day-to-day routine. What is your living situation? You can think about transportation or who's getting groceries and how you make your meals and so on. And then, oh my gosh, the financial impacts. Wow, your paycheck, your health insurance, just kind of a myriad of falling dominoes effect, I guess, financial toxicity. And then, the legal stuff. Do you have a living will? Do you have a will? Do you have a durable power of attorney for health care? Do you know what a post form means? And so on. But, when you form a team that provides treatment and support and guidance and so many other functions, it's like all the systems interconnect, and it's like having a warm blanket to keep you cozy. So instead of recreating what your team does, I'd like to share with you a wonderful event I experienced in November of 2019 called Read Between the Lines. And this was a celebration of a creative collaboration involving members of Cancer Lifeline's writing group and artists from the Northwest Collage Society. Cancer Lifeline is an amazing nonprofit I've been connected with since 2005. The writers wrote prose and poetry, and then each artist created a collage to pair with a selected poem. And they only met for the first time at the Gallery Light art exhibition, where their collective work was celebrated, reviewed, and read aloud. So I'd like to share with you the pieces that I bought and was inspired by. And I'm delighted that I got the opportunity to meet both the writer and the artist. So the writer is Glenda West from Seattle, and the collage artist is Reverend Joanna Caro from Squim, and both are cancer survivors. So there's a picture behind me. This is the collage. And there's the poem here. And as I read this poem, there are 5 stanzas and each one corresponds to a panel in this collage. So, top to bottom. And I hope you follow along visually as I read this poem. It's called The 4 Seeds. I remember the story of the 4 seeds. The one that fell upon the path was a rootless, aimless slacker, quickly eaten up by the world in the form of birds. The seed that fell in rocky places in shallow soil was a burnout soon, scorched to death by the sun for having shallow roots. The seed that fell among the thorns was soon choked to death for keeping bad company among his thorny accomplices. The seed that fell on good soil prospered 100-fold and joined the 1%. I am in search of the 5th seed that fell onto soil, riddled with cancer, but made the best of it, bore fruit and fed the entire village. Thank you, Glenda, for your special poem, and thank you, Joanna, for your artistic interpretation. Well, back to navigating systems and attending to your needs. You may want to watch episode 3 of Navigating Your Health with myMDadvocate. It was called I Need Caregiver Support. And there was a lot of content and information that's helpful, both for patients and for caregivers. And I think that's really integral as we think about cancer support. And to quote Gabor Mate, the 4 things he feels that stresses people are: number 1, loss of control; number 2, uncertainty; number 3, conflict; and number 4, lack of information. So cancer can often feel like a battle, not a journey. Many things happen, often very quickly, and sometimes speed is needed. And that can be hard in our healthcare system. You need an expert and their entire team. That's that warm, cozy blanket. So just remember, you need a partner. And it doesn't have to be your life partner or spouse. It could be a physician advocate. It could be your best friend. It could be your daughter or son or other relative. You need an extra pair of eyeballs, someone who, it's your peripheral brain. It's a note taker, because somehow things don't seem to stick in your memory, and you need that help. You need communication to promote better understanding. And your needs change day to day, don't they? And even throughout the course of a day. So that's a lot to reflect and to communicate back. You need support, unsolicited support, and also sought out support. Both kinds are equally valuable. And you need to regain control, even if just the small things, and especially the small things. I feel it's imperative that everyone feels that they have choices. So this was a different approach today in my session. I think that you have to visit your multidisciplinary team, take resources from them, comfort, care, and support and treatment, and be honest with your team members, with your partner, have that extra set of eyeballs, and really communicate your needs to try and get some semblance of control. And I wish you well on your cancer journey. So I hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me thinking about the complexities of what a cancer diagnosis means and how to envision your needs early on. So I hope you'll join me again soon for episode 6, Am I in Menopause? Woo! So thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day.